In my last video I described the DMT experience, some of them. I have since, of course, continued on and done more to try and understand what DMT is. What I'm going to describe here is a few more experiences with it. I've learned how to synthesize the DMT fairly well, and I've also learned that it is dissolvable in e-cigarette glycerin. This leads to a much more mild smoke, but also a much more mild experience. It doesn't lead to anything that is ground-shaking hallucinations. It will lead to what I call seeing some things that are the nature of this reality. At least that's what I believe they are. And again, all these videos after the truth are just my beliefs. But the fractal nature, there's a geometry that can be seen on this drug that I can't see when not using it. And this seems to be embedded within reality and not within the back of my retina or chemical reactions that are going on in the brain, because they aren't just plastered over everything and there when I close my eyes. They're on the objects of reality. The geometry of it. Also, the energy movements within, say, my hand as I looked at it. Very pronounced, very unique, and specifically within that framework of physicality. DMT does have some other unique experiences that have went along with it to me. When I take enough of it, I hear what I can only describe as the tone of physical reality. It seems like there's a certain pitch that comes into my hearing that is attuned to reality, and that there's a meaning to this tone as far as the creation of reality. Other things that come into view, of course, the geometrics, as the skewing of reality, say for instance seen through the skin of the hand. I can't say these are hallucinations because, well, until you see them, the reality of them is true. And they haven't led to anything that's, as far as hallucinations go, that I can say are that far out. Of course, I've only broken through once, really, and the reason for that is because DMT is a scary substance to me. I mean, I've experienced it, but taking it is not something I do lightly. It's not something you do easy. Some people may have a propensity to do that. I approach it with much caution and a whole lot of reservation, because it is a true and intense experience. Now, that being said, there are ways to experience some of these things and lead to some deeper levels of understanding. What I can say it does is it has opened up understanding. It's opened up ways of thinking that I may not have otherwise had. It gives me ideas, true or false ideas, that I can play with, I can think about. And in truth, that's what all ideas are for. But that may not be the way to break through to a true understanding for some people. For me, it was the experience that I needed to do to get to where I'm at, and it works for me quite well in that way. Other than, it's real hard for me to smoke, and at this point it's really difficult for me to get the nerve up to do it to a great extent. So I will leave this video with that and go on with other methods in my next video.